So you know I'm live.
Like the screen. Dia battery gadget in life.
What's that?
Your battery gadget now.
I have what?
Dia udah tuh laptop masih.
Won't have it very long, so I might as well utilize it, right? Right? Right?
No. When I open my other cell phone, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 viewers na.
Dev, hello, my first live and being to be here. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for coming to the live. How are you doing? Dev, doing great. That's awesome. Thanks for coming to live. Really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I think I've seen some of your messages posting, so I think you are already subscribed. Dev, yes, already sub. Oh, that's great. Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Have you, I think I've seen a few of your notes that you've ended up just recently. You're just a new subscriber and you've been watching some of the videos. That's awesome. Really appreciate it. Watch time is really important. If you have any questions, just ask. Dev, I'm really enjoying watching. Lots of great info. Very informative. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. It takes time to do the videos, right? So, and I'm still a newbie. I'm learning as I go along. So, I really appreciate that. I have lots of great videos coming out too. I've got 4 people watching. Thank you for coming to the live. Let me know where you are viewing from. And please give me a thumbs up. That's appreciated to help with the algorithm. And also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and make sure you watch. I need those watch hours. Watch hours are important, not just subscribers, but I appreciate all. Oh, down to 3. Lost somebody. Guess Dev left me. Good morning to the Philippines. It is Sunday there, right? Around 7 a.m. in the morning. Any of you Philippine people that are watching, say hi. Say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Having some apples and oranges. Very good. Well, it's a beautiful day here. Stunning fall. Saturday, October 19th. Boy, oh boy, I don't know where the time has gone. It's already mid-October. Well, the oranges are good. Sometimes it's a hit and miss, eh, guys, when you get the oranges. I will miss these oranges when I go to the Philippines, and the apple. Although we were able to get some Sunkiss oranges, and they were pretty good most of the time we had it. But the one thing I do miss, though, that we don't have here is mangoes. Really enjoyed the mangoes. Don't have the mangoes here. They're all imported. I don't buy them because they're no good. I will miss the real bacon too. Not that I eat a lot of bacon. It's just nice to have bacon once in a while and have real bacon, not watered down bacon. So, who's going to travel the Philippines this year, or who is in the Philippines? Places that you're going to go to, like Cebu, Mabolo. I haven't not pronouncing that properly. I would like. There's a lot of places in Cebu I would like to check out. You have Siquijor, of course, Palawan Beach. Traveling the city itself and seeing Lazi Church. It's a gorgeous church, guys. It's a must visit if you're going to go to Siquijor. Definitely check that out. The Enchanted Ballet Tree, which is apparently over 400 years old. That is incredible. The pedicure, the fish pedicure at the stream coming out there. That's very cool. Excuse me. Really enjoyed that a lot. Cambagarai, I don't pronounce that right. The falls there that are in Secure, those are gorgeous. Last visit wasn't prepared with proper footwear or trunks, but look forward to going back there and be properly prepared this time. The Pidigo Cliff, I haven't been there. That is a place I want to check out. And the Soligadun Beach, that's another place I definitely want to check out that I haven't seen while being on Secure Island. Apple Island, guys. Oh, if you're in Darwin or if you're in Dumaguete, but Darwin area, they have boats that will take you over to Apple Island, guys. Apple Island is the best for, well, so far, it's just gorgeous. Going there and snorkeling and swimming with the turtles, incredible, guys. I really enjoyed that. Went through Cocoa Grove Resorts when went over to Apple Island. It was great. I would highly recommend, though, it was a little choppy. If you've got gravel, take some gravel before you go because it was quite choppy. And that would be the worst, that you're going over there across the ocean and due to the rough waters, you get seasick, right? Because it's up and down and all over the place, right, guys? So take some gravel to be safe, right? I know I've shared that before in other videos, but better to be safe than sorry, right? And the gravel isn't going to have any negative effect on you, right? So, but yeah, gorgeous island. So where we got off, then we walked all through the, I guess it's the main area of Apple Island. I would like to have more time walking through there because we really didn't, not knowing Apple Island, we kind of stayed in the main area and then we kind of just walked to and over to where the beach is. And I would have liked to have more time walking around that area, just checking things out. We got some amazing t-shirts there. The quality was very high end. I was very impressed with the quality of these t-shirts that we got there. They came right down, the ladies, to sell, but really nice quality. Better quality than I've seen any other t-shirts available. So I was very impressed. We end up having the Bandilion viewing tower there in Secure. That's a great thing. 143 steps, I believe it is, to get up to the top. it's definitely well worth it, guys. Uh, I wish I would have done. I did some videos, but for some reason, uh, they didn't turn out right when I was up there at the very top. But when I was going up, they're okay. But I got some incredible views, but I don't know. They just were the files were corrupted, so they didn't work. So when I go back there, I would like to go back up there and get some more shots because it was a beautiful day when we went. It was a blue sky. It would have been perfect to get all the premium. Well, I did get premium video, but it just wasn't any good when I went to go use it. Palatine Beach, you're only talking 15 to 20 minutes max trike ride from the port of Siquijor, where you come in, or about the same amount from Cocoa Grove, for example. So it's not hard to find the place. You will pay a small fee to get in. Most of these places, you will pay a small fee to get in. That's just the way it is. That's life. Uh, what else? I think that covers Secure Island. I haven't gone around and checked out a lot of the other resorts. There are a lot of resorts on Secure Island up higher and all over the place. I'd like to check those out. I haven't done that. Ate a few different places. Michelle's museum, the Seashell. That's an amazing place. Hi guys, how are you doing? Hope you're watching the video. And yeah, they have an amazing collection of seashells. And if you're in Cocoa Grove and you're looking out at the street, you would turn left, and it's only maybe a 6-minute walk, and it's on the same side as Cocoa Grove, so you can't miss it. The food is excellent, service is excellent, and the atmosphere is excellent. So, and I understand that they're doing very well. I'm so happy for them. That's great to hear that. I always like it when businesses are doing well. What else on Siquijor? Let's see here. I think that's covered with Siquijor. Bohol, loved Bohol. Going to Chocolate Hills, that's a must see. The videos and the pictures don't do it justice. Being there in person, it's incredible, guys. It really is. But make sure that you're prepared to walk up all those stairs, because there's a lot of stairs again to get up to the top. Just take your time. They've got areas where you can rest, so you don't have to walk the whole thing. You can stop and just enjoy. Take your time. Don't be rushed. Just go up there and enjoy and get some good pictures. I wasn't prepared properly with a good selfie stick because lots of people got up there and they're all want their shots, right? So, trying to be better prepared for doing videos and doing pictures, because it's not the greatest getting other people within, those key pictures that you would like, right? But that's definitely a destination if you're going to Bohol, which is famous. Everybody goes there. What else do we end up having there? Alona Beach, of course, right? Alona Beach is very popular. Lots of different resorts are very close there. Haven't done a lot of travel along Alona Beach. Alona Beach is apparently pretty big, but I just kind of was down the main drag areas. It's not that big in that area. There's some great restaurants out of that area that we went to, and we had, if you watch the video, we ended up having, I think it's lapu lapu, and it was grilled. It was delicious. That was delicious that we ended up having. What else do we end up having there? Obviously, we have the butterfly conservatory and the Taziar. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that's the little guys. Looks like little monkeys with big eyes, right? Those are pretty incredible guys. It's not easy to see. They're so small, like they're really, really small guys. So we're very fortunate to end up getting to see those and got pictures behind one. And you can watch that video of, and there's some pictures showing some information about them. So that was, you know, those are memories. Those I've never seen that in my life. So and really enjoyed that. And the butterfly, we were so fortunate when we went there. They were mating, so there was a lot of males and females all together doing their thing. So they're all flying around, some very nice, colorful. They had a lot of butterflies, so that was a great place. One, I forget the name of it. The floating boat for dinner. I forget the name of that. But that was a great thing. So you go out, you pay, and you go out on this boat. And there's a live band, and it's a buffet of all seafoods and that. I have that videos, so you can check that out also. That's definitely worth it to do that for a good lunch, and the live music is awesome. And going down the river, so you're floating down the river. You're basically going down the river. You're eating, listening to live music. If you watch the video, you'll see it's definitely an experience that is a stop that you would really want to do. I would recommend that. What else are we in? Oh, the man-made where the trees are. You'll see some pictures, mostly pictures. I don't think it did any videos. I have to look through some videos. I think it was just pictures there. Incredible. It looks so cool on the road, guys, with all the trees and that, right? Just amazing to end up seeing that. It's the oxygen there. The climate is just totally different. You can feel it, right? So that's a really great place for you to go. The bee farm. Unfortunately, they didn't have a lot of bees. Apparently, they had some issues in that. But the bee farm is very nice, and they got a really nice restaurant there, guys. And there's a lot of women that are actually working at the bee farm, and they're making all kinds of handbags and different things. They're making homemade. There's even people making homemade ice cream there. But the restaurant there is very nice. We had already eaten, so didn't go into the restaurant. But the restaurant has a really nice view, and the menu looked delicious and very reasonable. So that's a great place to visit when you're at Bohol. And Mirror on the World, that is an incredible place. Now, when we went, there's only so many phases. They're supposed to be working on more phases, but when we went initially, it was pouring. We got in and it was pouring rain, like really hard. So we had to hide for a while. So I would highly recommend, if you're going to be going to that place, bring an umbrella just in case. And if you bring that umbrella, you won't need it, right? But it did. The rain did stop, and we got to enjoy. But it was very slippery up the bridges. Like they have a very long bridge, and you'll see everything in the videos. So you just got to be very careful when it's wet. Even going up the stairs and down the stairs, you definitely don't want to be slipping in any of those areas and hurting yourself, right? So that is an amazing place. I got some really good video and pictures there. That's a must see, guys. And if they're going to be doing new phases, I'm sure that they'll be just as incredible. If I was going back to Bohol, I would get a hotel closer to the main area. We were kind of a little bit off, uh, and you'll see that video. The place was clean, but I think it was like 300 or 500 pesos every time we wanted to just go, 15 minutes away. So that's pretty expensive, right? One way, right? Did walk one time. We walked back to the hotel. It was a good walk, good exercise, and we stopped into restaurant, and you'll see pictures of that. Very nice restaurant, but unfortunately, there wasn't anything that we liked there. Not even the shakes. Everything was really, it just was a different flavor. So, but really nice atmosphere, great place. Love the place, but I don't know what happened with the food and the drinks. What else in Bohol? Hmm. Well, if anyone's viewing, I'm sure you can mention things in Bohol to check out. Boracay, Cataclan, going from flying to Cataclan. Uh, I really like that place, and the beach is very long. It's a great place to do a lot of walking and just chill. Lots of restaurants to choose from, lots of shops to check out. You can go to D Mall, which is basically leads you through all the shops on that and get you to the other side of the island. Uh, that island, or I mean, on the other side is where they're really doing all the kite surfing, and I've got a video in relation to that. The nightlife is amazing. The live bands, there's live bands all over the place, guys, everywhere, all different types of music. That is an awesome, awesome place. Stayed at Paradise Gardens in Convention, which is in Station 3. So Station 3 is the more laid back station. So you walk right down to the beach through the resort, a very nice resort, really nice swimming pools. It's a great resort. You can check out that video. I don't think I've done an actual video on the resort, and I need to do a video, but I have the room and I have walking through and checking it out. But I got to make a video specifically just for that resort. And when you come to the entrance to the beach, they've got a guard right there. So it's they make sure who's coming back in. They're making sure that they're actual people that are staying at the resort. So that's good. And then they have their own restaurant right there, guys. So had one time a meal there, and it was exceptional. The food was really good. The pricing was really fair in comparison to other places that we went to. We went to quite a few places and ate, and some of them, you'll see them in the videos. Check out the videos. So now going down to the beach, daytime is incredible, but the nighttime I would say is even livelier. And you've got all the fire shows and people doing the sticks and throwing around the fires. And, but the music, like I said, there's just amazing performers. We stayed in the Hobbit to eat, have some food, and the Hobbit's a great place, guys. So if you're going through D Mall, stop at the Hobbit. That's a great place. I did some videos. There was a young lady in there singing. She doesn't have Facebook. She doesn't have anything. Excuse me, no type of media. She was incredible. Her voice was amazing. I did quite a few videos of her singing, and couldn't give a name, couldn't promote her at all because she's just, local Filipina coming in and singing, right? So the food was good there. The people that are working there, all great staff. I got some great pictures, incredible people. Really like that place. So again, make sure that you stop in at the Hobbit. Walking through, like I said, there's lots of shops to buy things. There's endless restaurants. The mango. I think it's just called the mango for ice cream and that. Oh, that place is awesome too. So really enjoyed that. That was, I think that assisted to my 15 pounds gain when I was in the Philippines last time. So those sweets. But yeah, it was really good. Really enjoyed that. The one place that we found eating for breakfast, I've got a video of that recommended. The breakfast is always excellent, guys. Free coffee and beachfront view. Right? What better can you get than that? And then there's another place where we go to is up top restaurant, and again, that was an excellent place for eating and being able to enjoy the beautiful beach that Boracay has to offer. So many people told me not to go there. They say it's overrated. Guys, it's not overrated. Check it out for yourself. Uh, you know, when I when we ended up going, we ended up doing self check. So we didn't end up buying to get us there. We did it on our own, and it's easy, guys. And we saved a lot of money doing that. So the plan is to do that again, visiting there. There's lots of activities to do. So I call them excursions. They call them other things like island hopping. But there's a lot of there's endless things that you can do while you're there. Um, I wrote some things down, but like you, as mentioned, you can go out on a sailboat. You can go to the Key. Uh, we ended up taking an e-trike trip around the island, which was really good. So you'll see a lot of those videos. But I had wrote down, but I guess I've put that somewhere else. Oh well, some great places to check out there. So you definitely will not be bored. But you got to realize all those excursions, they call it island hopping or on the island seeing things, they all cost. So be prepared to have the funds to pay for that. And also the meals definitely are not inexpensive. They up the prices. So, you'll see in the videos shots and that, but on an average, you're going to be spending, if you got two of you, by the time you have, say, we're not talking about alcohol. If you're having like a mango ice cream and shakes and you're getting coconuts, the water, which is excellent. Then you have breakfast and you have, say, lunch, and then you have dinner. Two people, you're going to be spending anywhere from uh, the lowest. So let's just say you had breakfast and dinner, just breakfast and dinner for two people. If you really budgeted, I'm sure you can find some places that would be likely around 2000 for that. But from my experience, you're looking at 4,000 and up. So, and what I mentioned with, going to the mango place for the ice cream, getting coconut drinks, um, having breakfast, having, a lighter lunch, and then having a larger dinner, you're looking easily 6,000 and up. Now you can budget, but you're looking at six. That's from my experience. What was spent it was 6,000 up, and then one time we ended up having. So when you're walking, you're going to always have people wanting to sell you seafood because they're selling fresh seafood there. It's expensive, guys. So they're going to pull you into an area. So they're all working on profits, and they're all going to pull you in to try to sell you. So you find what you like. They weigh it. It's charged per weight. And then you got to pay the cooking for each item, guys. So Belinda never had lobster in her life. And everywhere we went, we didn't see any good lobster. And they had lots of lobster there. So we had lobster, and then I think we had lapu fish. And you'd have to watch the video of that, how much it came out to, but it definitely was not cheap. That was premium, guys. I would classify that as the highest priced dinner that we had while being on Boracay. So, as I mentioned, just be prepared, right? Also, staying in the hotel, be prepared to either give them a credit card as um, I guess their safety for the hotel or cash, right? So check with your hotel before you go or wherever you're staying, the resort, and find out how much they're wanting upon arrival. So if it's on a card, they actually take it out of your card. And I didn't want to do that. I don't want money getting taken out of my card and then being put back on because I don't know if it gets put back on, right, guys? especially when I'm a foreigner, right, from Canada. So have some extra cash, right? What else at Boracay? If you are into trying the kite sailing, you can do that. And they have lessons. There's a shop right there at the ocean there that you can go full lessons, guys, to learn everything. And there's rentals and everything. So I did a video on that. It looks like a great place. And I'd highly recommend, it's called Kite, right? And there's a video in relation to that. But Boracay, stayed there for 10 days or 10 nights the last time, and did not get bored. Could have stayed there for longer. Could have actually stayed there for longer, guys. So if you're going to go, I would recommend 5 days minimum, 5 days. Otherwise, you'll be rushed, right? So 5 days going there and enjoy. And if you're into music, like I said, there's so much live music there, so many different performers. Hey, Donald, how are you doing? Good morning to you, sir. How are you? Hope you're doing well. How's the weather there? Thanks for coming to the live. Appreciate it. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. What are your plans for today, Donald? It was a beautiful day here. Gorgeous fall day. It likely got up to 24 Celsius here today. So that's amazing weather. I did some videos. I'll have to edit them, but it was incredible. And tomorrow is also going to be nice. And the next 3 days, next 4 days are going to be really amazing. And then it's rain. So, but gorgeous, absolutely stunning. Blue sky, warm enough so that you're comfortable to be out and about. I got a lot of leaves. The leaves on my property have all changed now. It's just stunning. The colors, orange, red, yellow. It's Mother Nature. It's art. It's pretty incredible, right? When I see things like that, I just need the simple things in life. And when I see that, it just relieves my stress, takes away all the worries. Donald, it's a beautiful morning here. Weather is perfect. The drumming competition was scheduled for today. That's awesome. So are you heading there today? And I'm happy that is a beautiful morning there and the weather is perfect. So are you going to that competition today? It is Sunday there, right? 7:27 a.m. on Sunday. Just eating some oranges and some apples that I prepared. Time to get what's left. Getting lots of things prepared for obviously my trip. It's amazing how many things I got to do, list after list. Then I check them off and then I do a new list. But it's getting down to nitty and gritty now. So time is flying by quickly now. I'm going, of course. I've been hearing a lot of practice around the area. Yes, Sunday morning. Yeah, I'm sure. How long has that been going on for? The practicing. In Dumageddon, when they're doing all the different things for Christmas time and New Year's, they're going up and down the streets. You hear them all over the place for singing and the drums. What's for breakfast, Donald? What do you normally have for breakfast? Besides coffee. Are you a breakfast type of person? Maybe a couple of weeks. I've done live. I don't live far from the school. Okay, for a couple weeks. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe a couple weeks. Oh, that's not too bad. Only a couple weeks. Okay, so they're doing all the practicing right at the school. Oh, okay. So what time is the parade supposed to start today? Breakfast is usually eggs, toast, bacon, and maybe have some French toast or pancakes. That sounds awesome, man. I'll be there tomorrow morning. Will I be tugging on your toes to get you up to make the food? It's time to get up. I'm hungry. The thing, how do you find the bacon there? Because in Dumaguete, I haven't been able to get any bacon that is what I classify as bacon that I get here. I'm not trying to compare, but even went to Bellacrest, which is the import store down by Silliman, and bought bacon from there. And even the bacon there is all watery. I don't understand. I've never seen bacon when you're cooking it that is watery. Like, why is it watery? It doesn't make any sense. Are you guys have your own chicken for the eggs, or are you buying those? And your French toast. What are you doing for syrup? Ah, you want some maple syrup from Canada. If you're gonna have French toast, you're gonna have maple syrup on it. Lux shampoo. What are you talking about? Hi, Lux. Thanks for coming to the live. Well, as per title, talking about if you're traveling to the Philippines, places that you've been to or you would like to go to. Where are you from, Lux? Where are you visiting from? Or where you, I should say, viewing from. But it's pretty open. It's an open forum. So if you'd like to share something, go for it. You got a question? Donald, bacon is definitely not the same. I buy the pre-packed beef bacon. We are friends with some people who own a chicken farm. We buy fresh in bulk. That's the way to do it. Yeah, the bacon you're like getting Carabel. That's what I've learned. That a lot of the bacon is from Carabel, but no, bacon's from the little oinkers, obviously. But if it's beef bacon, I don't know. I've never seen beef bacon. A little piggy bacon. But that's good that you're able to get the eggs and that from. They have a chicken farm. You're very fortunate. How much does it cost you a flat? Is that what you usually buy as a flat? Because that's what we're buying when we were in Dumaguete was a flat. What was it, 190 or something? How much? Do you remember what it was a flat
What's the
for eggs? The whole flat of eggs that we normally buy. Do you remember?
For the whole
Yeah, the whole tray. We call 290.
292.
Yeah, so 290 for a whole.
100 plus.
I call it a flat, right? But it's a whole tray. So Lux, where are you viewing from? You didn't share. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe also, Lux. Really appreciate that. I have lots of videos here in Canada and also in the Philippines, and my traveling back and forth. I might end up put some videos together when I used to travel a lot in the US for audio. I've got quite a few videos for two channel high end audio. I'm not sure if I'll put that in or not. I don't know if people will be interested in that because it's not much of a travel. More people seem to be interested in the Philippines, especially the expats wanting to check it out. So, Donald, what time are you planning on leaving to head to that parade? What time does it start? Oh. I was skeptical about the beef bacon too. It's not beef bacon. I gave it a try and it's better than I thought it would be. Better than no bacon at all. Yeah, it is. One flat, I think, is 270. Okay. For 30 eggs, we usually get about six. You get six. You get six. Oh, yeah, but your girlfriend sells in the store, right? Right. She has a sorry store. So she sells, right? That's why you get six of those flats, right? So it's pretty close to what we were paying. I don't know what the price is right now in Dumaguete, but that's what the price was when we were buying them. Competition starts at 1. And how long did you say it takes you to get there from your place? So if it's 1 o'clock, what time do you guys usually have lunch at? Are you doing 3 meals a day, gaining weight? Or are you doing only 2 meals a day? I gained 15 pounds my last visit. My doctor was shocked when I went in to have my yearly checkup. When when I stood on the scale, he looked at the scale and then he looked at his chart and then he re-looked at the chart and he looked at me and said, "David, you gained 15 pounds." Yeah, that wasn't good, Donald, because it wasn't 15 pounds of muscle. It actually 15 pounds went into fat. So I've been trying to lose that fat. And when you get to a certain age, at our age, that's very hard to lose that fat. The metabolism just doesn't work the same way. So it's all the sugar, right? Going to Siquijor and having all the shakes and even Dumaguete, there's places there that the shakes are always good. We go for chicken, we have a shake. We walk down, there's a place, it's a hotel. We go in there and have a shake because it's really good. Shake, shake, shake. And then all the food's got sugar in it, right? Absolutely. And we keep fresh eggs all the time. The area where the competition is on the other side of town, going to trike there, only a few minutes away. Wow, only a few minutes away? That's awesome. That's good. Or it's only a few miles. If you're a few minutes away, you just walk. Good exercise. I'd walk. You know where I am in Dumaguete. We always walk from there to Robinson, not usually taking the trike, and it's a good walk. It's healthy. I'd like to walk all the way down to the boulevard, but Belinda didn't really want to be doing that. I'd walk it, no problem. I try to stay away from too much sweet, though I do eat more than I should. Yeah, it's just like it's a magnet, right? It just like it just attracts you, right? What's your favorite sweet? So when you have your tea, so I know that you use black or black coffee. I mean, you have black coffee. Are you grinding your own coffee, or are you? What are you doing for your coffee, Donald? And nothing in it, like just black. Another thing that I miss being in the Philippines is palm. Can't find any pomegranate juice, right? Cereal, I usually for breakfast if it's not eggs. So too much eggs, too much cholesterol, right? So that's what my doctor said too. He said your cholesterol is a little high, David. And I told him I was eating a lot of eggs all the time, right? And he said, yeah, you got to cut back on that. Your cholesterol is a little high. It was never high before. So there's a lot of things going on in my body since I've gone to the Philippines in relation to not healthy stuff, right? And I don't want to be going down that road, right? I use San Miguel, prepackaged, no sugar, sweetened with equal. Okay, okay. Have we tried San Miguel coffee?
No.
I have to make a note of that. San Miguel coffee. What was the coffee that we were usually drinking? Do you remember the name?
Kopiko.
Huh?
Kopiko.
Coffee Co?
Yeah.
Rito Palo. Try Baraka coffee from Bacchus or coffee from Kalingo. That's actually what we end up having. Hi, how are you doing? Thanks for coming to the live. Are you from the Philippines? First time I've actually seen you coming to my live, so I really appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And we have Philippines blog stories, good from the
It's
Philippines.
going for the viewers.
Donald, how Bella feeling? She's still under the weather, Donald. So we went for a walk today, but she got to not be talking. She's got to stay off the lives and that. She's just got this cough, and yeah, she's got to take it easy. So I went and got a lot of different medicines and that. And she's got taken Buckley's. If you've ever had Buckley's, they say it doesn't taste good, but it works. So that's for the dry cough, right? But we went for a nice walk today. Gorgeous out, but she was getting warm. I said, no, you got to make sure you stay zipped up, because the worst is that you're out and you're starting to feel good, right? That's when the problems are going to occur, right? More problems, right? So Rito, Where are you from? You didn't share yet. And s- so from Batangas, where's Batangas? Coffee from Batangas. Do you know that Baracup? Is that how you pronounce it? Baracup? Baracup? Coffee? B,
Barako.
huh?
Barako.
Baraco. Baraco. Via Van, Canada right now, but I'm from Isabella? Isabella. Isabella? You're in Canada? You're in Canada right now? Or you're from Canada? Sorry, some of my s- north of Luzon. Oh, okay. What's north of Luzon, Donald? Rito, where have you traveled to? Oh, north, I believe, Batangas. Oh, okay. Never been to. Where is Batangas? Where is Batangas? I've never been there. There's so many places. I have the whole Philippines to travel to see. North of Luzon or Kenyan. Okay. 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 No, I haven't been there.
Yeah, close na Cagayan.
Okay. Never been there. What's it like there? Nice beaches and very nice. So I have to check that out. So what should I end up Googling? What specifically should I check out if I'm Googling to do some research? Because I like to do research in places to put on my list to be going to visit. And there's so many beautiful places in the Philippines to visit. But I like to kind of go places where there's not a lot of foreigners. I like those little secret areas that are just wow. That's what I'd really like to see. I've been going to a lot of tourism places, and I don't mind going to tourism spots, but I really would prefer to be the areas where there's not a lot of foreigners. That would be my preference. And I know there's lots of hidden gems in the Philippines that are not shared. So, are you in Canada right now, Rito? Or are you actually physically in the Philippines right now? Cataclan, Calacan. Okay, so that's where I should end up. Okay. Was that yes that you're in Canada or yes that you're in the Philippines right now in Canada? Okay. And where in Canada are you? Oh, you're in Vancouver. Okay, cool. Oh, so Lugin. Okay. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Can you say it to me? So you're in Vancouver. How's the weather been in Vancouver? So I'm north of Toronto. Are you familiar with Toronto? I live about 45 minutes north of Toronto, right across from Lake Simcoe. So I'm out of the hustle, all the crazy stuff, right? The concrete jungle. How's your weather in Vancouver? Oh, too much rain. Yeah, Vancouver gets a lot of rain, man. My grandmother lived on Victoria Island. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I couldn't live there. I visited, and not a place that I could personally live. Now, I did live in the Okanagan Valley, Kelowna, British Columbia, gorgeous, but all the mountains disappeared from homes being developed. So, unfortunately, I didn't like that either. It's a problem with all the developing. So do you go to visit the Philippines all the time, or do you have a place there, or what's going on there? I haven't been, my personally, I haven't been visiting the Philippines for very long, so I don't have a lot of experience, you know, about the Philippines personally. So I love to learn. So I got my notes that I made here for the couple places that you mentioned, and also Donald, I got the for that. Excuse me, that coffee that you mentioned, and also the coffee that you did mention too, Rito. So it's how we learn, right? I have a property to, and oh wow, wow, good for you. So are you retired or you just traveling? What are you doing? What are you doing in Vancouver? Vancouver sure has changed over the years. How's for Isabella? How are those places for protections for the storms that the Philippines gets, like the hurricanes and tornadoes? Is there mountains? Is it a protected area? That's one of the things that I will say that I like about Dumaguete. Getting expensive in Canada, so I'm buying something in the Philippines. Okay, so are you married? You married to a Filipino? It's got very expensive in the Philippines too. In Dumaguete, anyways, the prices have skyrocketed. Properties that used to sell for 200 a square meter are now over 3,000 a square meter. Yes, it is still cheaper, but you don't own it as a foreigner. We don't own it. So it's one of the worst investments we ever make. Donald, did you hear about the American YouTuber that was kidnapped in the Philippines? Yeah, I saw it all over. It's everywhere, and all the YouTubers are all writing and talking about all that. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. That's scary, huh? But that's a bad place, right? It's known for things happening there. Did you see that on YouTube about that foreigner that just got kidnapped in the Philippines? Did you see
No.
it? Yeah, it's just it's posted all over the place.
No.
And all the YouTubers are all doing that topic so that they can get hits on their channels, right? I bought 60 square meters in time for 75,000 Canadian. Okay. Wish, how do you pronounce Durtea? Come back? What do you mean? What's that? Is that a person? Is that a, do you see that? Duterte? Was that somebody that was,
Duterte.
yeah, who's that? Do you know?
Wish Duterte is coming,
Oh,
and Wish is
because
the
of the
president.
kidnapping.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all these criminals out there that are doing all this nasty stuff, they should disappear. They got to have tougher laws in the Philippines for all this
Yeah.
corruption going on. These people that are kidnapping and that in the Philippines, anyone who's caught doing that, that should be it. They should be eliminated. So they wouldn't want me to be their president because if I was a president, if people were caught doing that stuff, put it this way, they wouldn't come to the Philippines. Nobody that is doing stuff like that would ever want to come to the Philippines because they would risk losing their life. And it might sound harsh, but that's just how I feel about that. Same goes in regards of humans, women, being captured and prostituted. That's the same. I feel the same way about all that. It's just all wrong, wrong, wrong. And the people that are doing it are terrible. Majority is peaceful. Actually, it happens sometimes. Yeah, it does. But in Dumaguete, there was Belinda has mentioned many times. Got to watch out for the vehicles. Lots of kidnapping happening, and out in the province areas, lots of kidnapping happening. There's big money in human trafficking. Right, it's happening all over the world. It even happens in Canada. You know, they find containers full of people, you know, that have been, no, they're going to be trafficked. They're sold. It's sickening. These individuals that are mafia, whatever they are, that are involved in it, they should be trafficked themselves, so they know what it's like. I just don't like any of that. I want a peaceful life. Lots of stolen cars here, straight to oh yes, yeah. And come on, where are they going in? They're going into containers. So come on. Come on. You know, the people, come on. There's just a lot of corruption, unfortunately. It all comes down to money, right? Yeah, it's sad. Very sad. So that 60 square meters, 75K. What is that? I don't have my calculator handy. What does that work out to? That's my brain ain't working. 75 divided, so it's 1,000. What's that per square meter? My brain ain't working. I don't know why. Sometimes shut down, goes on vacation. I used to be able to do these calculate just like that. House and lot, 3 million. That's reasonable. 3 million for a house and lot. That's reasonable. In Dumaguete now, they want 15, 20, 25, 30 million. Are you kidding me? I'm no way going to give you guys 500, 600,000 Canadian. You're nuts. And I don't own it? No way. No friggin' way. It's the worst investment that you can make in your life. You might just throw the money away. Who knows with a new president, or who knows, just worse investment for you. So it's something that you got to be able to walk away from, right, if something happens. And you got to make sure, if you end up doing it, that obviously you're going to protect yourself legally, and it's not just from your partner, but it's actually from family members or cousins or other stuff going on, right? You got to make sure you're protected. But I will turn down build apartment, 4th floors and 8 rooms. Okay. Yeah, I'm not into apartments myself. So right now, in Dumaguete, just close to Port Royal. I don't know if are you familiar with Dumaguete area? So the Port Royal Resort, close to that area, and in kind of a complex, and on the 2nd floor. Yeah, it would be the 2nd floor. Not even really the 2nd floor, because the main floor is ground level, so it's just the top floor above that ground level. So it just gets you high enough off of the ground. And it's a 1 bedroom paying 1,200 pesos a month. That includes Wi-Fi, and it's kind of semi-furnished. And then you obviously have your utilities on top of it. You have to do your own water and your own gas, right? So you'll pay for your electricity and your water usage. It's cheaper to retire back home. I've heard, never been there. Yeah. Dumaguete you're referring to. So it's cheaper to retire back home. Where's back home? Where do you mean? Are you talking about the Philippines? But everything's gone up there, man. The prices have gone up. Prices on everything. Yeah, Philippines. Yeah, it is less expensive in the Philippines. But here's the thing: are you a Canadian citizen? Myself being a Canadian citizen, I can only leave Canada I actually have to be in Canada for 6 months. If oh, you're dual. Okay, so all right. So for myself, I'm not dual. I'm Canadian, so I have to be in Canada for 6 months. Otherwise, I lose my health insurance. No way am I losing my health insurance. No way. Not at my age now. Maybe when I was younger, I wouldn't be so worried, but no way. Not when I get older. All the scary stuff that goes on in the Philippines, and I hear about all the hospitals and all the, just not good. Yeah, no. I got to keep that health here, right? So that's a real tough call because I was a bit naive in regards of that at the very beginning. I thought that it wouldn't be such an issue, but if you're out, and I should have known because of snowbirds that they classify here in Canada. That's why they classify as snowbirds. Just go away for the wintertime and then come back, and they're in Canada for 6 months, right? Because they don't want to lose their health care, right? Now, apparently, I don't know if it's 3 months, you can try to get reestablished, but you never want to deal with the government, right? Government's tough enough to deal with. So I don't know what it would take to get reestablished to get back in, and if there'd be restrictions on you also. I think it's pretty sad, in relation to that, because I've been paying my entire life. As soon as I started working, I've been paying into all this my entire life. So I could see if I left for any time frame, then I have to come back and get a full physical to make sure that I don't have all these problems. I can understand that, but to just take away my health care, yeah, that's not good. And buying health insurance is not cheap. Thank goodness I have never had to use it. A lot of people self-insure in the Philippines. Donald's self-insureds. So, you know, that's what a lot of people end up doing. Myself personally, I just, I just don't feel for right now for the traveling. So my traveling right now for like a half a year is costing me close to 600. So that would be like 1,200 a year if I was staying, the whole time, right? And I know other expats like Gio in the Philippines. He mentioned that he pays just over 100 a month USD. So again, he's paying more than I am, and I have a big coverage, and I have a very well known insurance company that I'm dealing with. It's zero deductible. It's 10 million, zero deductible. They're well established in the Philippines. Hopefully, touch wood, that I never have to use it. The way I look at it is if you have it, then you don't end up having to use it, right? I've heard of a lot of horror stories in the Philippines of the poor people that have issues and they go in and they don't get seen unless they have money. It's all about money. They'll leave you sit in the hallway dying if you don't got money. And then it's money, 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 right? Expensive to be in a hospital in Manila. Yes, I've heard that. There was actually a chap that ended up having to go to Manila. Yeah. If you were poor, what do you mean if you're poor? Yeah, it's very hard for anyone that's poor in the Philippines to go to a hospital, but a lot of them end up having Phil health, right? But the Phil health only covers a certain amount too, right? And to get the Phil health, you either have to pay it yourself or you have an employer that's paying into it, right? I think it's about 27,000 or something like that a year or something for a Filipino. So it's well worth it. But if you're only making 200, 250 pesos a day, right? And you got to live, how do you come up with that money, right? But if you earn dollars, it's not that bad. Yeah, of course. If you have income coming in, it's a big difference, right? So a lot of the foreigners, unfortunately, going into the Philippines are screwing the Philippines for everybody else because for years, especially Dumaguete, the foreigners, the expats going in there have all been, you know, loosely saying how cheap everything is, right? Especially US currency because it's very high, 56, 59, where Canada has always been like the highest at 42, right? So they say everything's so cheap. Well, the Filipinos, they're not, they're smart. Okay, you guys think that's cheap? Well, we'll raise it up 5 times. We'll raise it 5 times. Rito, have you been to Phil? Oh yeah, of course. Yes, yes. So if you watch my videos, you'll see all the places I've been. Bohol, Siquijor. I've been lots of different places. Boracay. I'm based in Dumaguete. So have an apartment, as I mentioned, paying 12, a 1-bedroom apartment. It's a good size 1-bedroom with a nice size balcony, paying 1,200 pesos a month plus utilities. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. I love the Philippines. There's so many things I love about the Philippines, but there are a lot of things that leave me scratching my head and I just don't agree with. But hey, it's the same as here in Canada. There's a lot of things I don't agree with here too, right? I just wish that in the Philippines that they would change it where foreigners could own the property. Too much work here, huh? Yeah. Well, yeah, but you know what? You have to balance your own life, right? So there's more people working harder in the Philippines than there are here in Canada. Melinda's brothers, almost all of them work at a bakery, you know, 250, 300 pesos a day, and they're putting in 10, 12-hour shifts, 3 days or working 6 days a week. It's crazy. So they have no life and they're not being paid a lot of money. And I don't even know if their PhilHealth gets paid. I don't even know if they have. Did they have PhilHealth? Do you know?
Yeah, yeah, benefit.
They have PhilHealth? Okay. Well, at least they have PhilHealth, which is good.
Benefit.
Philippines usually work morning to 5 p.m. after. That's if it happens. Well, not her brothers that I know. They have shift work. So they revolving shift work is what they work on. None of them are working just till 5 p.m. And that's her brothers. So it varies, but the Philippine people, they work very hard and it's very hot. They don't get proper breaks. Like if you're in Canada, we have rules, right? You get breaks, you get lunch break, you get those paid for. Philippines, they don't get that, right? Not at least the ones that I know of. And the minimum wage there is not getting paid. The government is not enforcing it on these companies. It's a prime example. If you look up and you look at a baker, they're supposed to be making like 1,000 a day, and they're getting 300 a day. Baker's helper is supposed to be getting 750 a day, and they're getting 2 to 250 a day, 300 tops. So, you know, usually in our province, they work in the rice field after work, just to drink, enjoy. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, so there are a lot of people that drink as long as they're not drinking away all the money. I know that the booze is cheaper there, but as long as they don't drink it or drink it off. But as people are happy. Yeah, yeah, they are happier, 100%. I do agree with that. Yeah, I 100%. That's what I do really like about the Philippines. What I don't like is the people there being taken advantage of, the people that are workers. Like for example, in the rice fields, my understanding is that they get paid very low wage too. Do you know how much they get paid a day, a rice field worker? Now I know there would be a lead person and then there's different people, but what do they usually get paid? Really paid? Yeah, it's low. How low is it? You know, you know what Hypermart was doing to uh, not Hypermart, Lee Plaza, what they were doing to other employees, right? There are two envelopes. So when you go get paid, one envelope had cash in it, the other envelope you would sign for, and it was for a higher wage. You weren't getting that wage. It was because they were sending that to the government, right? I don't want to get into involved in all that, but it's all known out there because they shut down and reopened up under management. The province is better. Yeah, the province is better, but the issues with a lot of the provinces is that if you get ill, there's no hospitals close, so you just die, right? There's nothing close. The provinces are good. Like if you really got into bad shape, right? You could die on your way, right? You can just go out and get free vegetables. Where's that? Because Belinda's parents live out in the province, and that ain't happening there. Nobody's just going out to get free vegetables there. uh, you can still ask food from neighbors. Okay, yeah, but there's nowhere out in the province where her family lives anyway. You'd be the you'd
Different.
Yeah, that's very different. We have to move there.
You have
Free
the
vegetables?
neighbor. It's good. You giving. It's a
Oh
kind.
yeah, no, you have good neighbors the same as here. We do that here. We can still ask. Yeah, no, asking is good. And if I have stuff, I give my neighbors too. I do the same thing. For sure, 100%. So are you married? Rito, are you married? I don't know if you're a female or a guy. Or are you female or are you a guy? And are you married? Male. Okay, no kid.
Single.
Okay. No, yes, he's married. No kid. Male. Congrats. How long you been married for? And is it to a Filipina? I imagine. My brother is in Manila and works in the hospital, but it's still. There you go. Come on. In Manila? You're working in Manila? Come on. Come on. That's terrible. That just rubs me the wrong way. That's just wrong. Wow. How long has your brother been working there? 10 years of minimum wage. See, being taken advantage of. About the Philippines is it's terrible. And what is minimum wage? What is minimum wage? Because from my experience of Dumaguete, I only have the experience of Dumaguete and Belinda's her family, and also when she was working. We went there to visit in a year, but we try to look back in a job, but it's hard. Yeah, of course it's hard. So from my experience, most people are making 250 to 300 max a day that I know of in the Philippines, in Dumaguete area, sorry. Negros Oriental, how's that? So if you're making 250 to 300 pesos a day and you're putting in 10 hours or 12 hours a day, right? And you're working 6 days a week, you have, and how, and with the cost of food and everything else, for the scooter, 650 Manila nurse. Yeah, of course, nurse. I had a feeling he was a nurse. 650. That's sad. So 650 is minimum. So how the heck does your brother survive living in Manila at 650 a day working? Because it's expensive there. Everything's expensive in Manila. So this is where it all balances, right? That's a shame that they get away 10 years only be 50. No wonder they all go overseas. So if he came here to Canada, to Ontario, they're looking for nurses here all the time. He'd be making like 80,000 Canadian. He'd be starting off at 65,000 Canadian. 65,000 Canadian being a nurse. If he's a registered nurse. Huge difference. Free house. Oh, yeah. Free house. Come on. It was a boarding house, right? So there's a whole bunch of them in there, right? It's not his own place, right? There's a whole, how many of them living in there? I know what they're like because Belinda's brother lives in the same situation, right? They're all sharing the bathroom, they're all sharing the kitchen, and they just, I just don't like it when they take advantage, right? Oh, it's your house. Okay, well, that's a big difference. That's awesome. That's good that he's able to live in your house. That's awesome. That's good. That's a good thing to do. Yeah, that's a big difference. But still, only 10 years being a nurse and only getting paid 650. How's he going to own anything himself? Even at 3 million, so buying a house and lot for 3 million, he's only making 650 a day, right? How many days a week does he work? Is he working 5 or 6 days a week? And does he have to travel very far? Does he have a scooter, or how does he usually get to work? All those are expensive. So many people get taken in on leasing scooters or vehicles there, and that's the worst thing because you're going to pay large. They really take advantage of people in the Philippines if you're doing leasing or financing of vehicles in the Philippines. Yes, it's hard to save back to, yeah. 5 days motorcycle. Yeah, okay. So scooter, which is the most popular, 5 days. So 5 days a week. So it's very easy to do that calculation, right? So you've got 30. So you got your 5 times 650. Good luck. You can buy brand new 3K. What can you buy? $3,000 Canadian. Yeah, you can buy. Yeah, you can buy a 150 ADV for 3,000 approximately. Yeah, of course, but he's not making Canadian funds. He's making pesos, 650 pesos a day. How far away from is your house for traveling for him to get to the hospital? Motorcycle 3K is already good. Although that's awesome. That's good. He has a brother in Canada. Haha. Oh, yeah, you. That's good that you're helping. You know what? That's good that you're helping. It's good to help, right? What do you do for a living? And when do you have a goal for retirement? I was planning on being retired now, but because of the pandemic, I got screwed. So it's really messed me up. What is that? Carried? What's carried? What's carried, Rito? Build a lot of rooms, apartments, but sits back in life sometimes. Oh, okay. Yeah, setbacks is in life. It is what it is. Gotta stay positive, right? Oh, healthcare attendant. Okay, okay. How long you been doing that for? Yeah, the that pandemic just really messed up things for me business wise. So it just is what it is. 10. So it's 10 years before you retire, or what's the 10 referring to? Oh, wow. 10 years as HCA. Oh, wow. And how is that going for you? Do you find much difference? You're 47 still. Oh, 47. Yeah, you got a long ways to go. But a lot of people retire at 50, right? Yeah, you have a long. I'm 60. So I was planning on retiring at 60. And my last 5 years got screwed because of, well, 4 years because of the pandemic. So I was not working for since March 2020, not working, and basically still paying all my bills and that, and my business bills to keep afloat. And then what happens is that it just kept holding off, and then it came back in 2023, and I do shows, and the show I do, business was not good, and then 2023 this year, not good. There's work, but there's no profit. So no sense taking on a job if there's no profit margins, right? And everything is so expensive now, besides fuel, everything's gone up for me. How have you find like my business insurance gone up, my home insurance has gone up, my house property has gone up. Everything has gone up, but my wages have gone down. It's not balancing, right? What is your business? So I do interior designs of homes. So I'm the type of person going in would rip all the walls out and redesign your home, put in all custom millwork, and do bathrooms, do the complete residential. I've done my best year should have been coming. Should have been 2020. That the year before that, I was like, I've been doing amazing business, right? And just got screwed from that. March 2020 National Home Show shut down a day before, and it's a 10-day show. And I do a couple million in sales out of that show. Shut down. I've never seen that. I've never seen that money ever again. Hasn't come. Yeah, I enjoy what I do. I love doing the design and making everything happen, and do one project at a time. So I don't have multiple jobs on the go because I manage them all. So, and I do some amazing, you know, a lot of really incredible projects I've done over the years. Lots of wow factors, that's for sure. Clients just pinching themselves, saying it's a whole new home, and doing quality work for them, to making sure that it lasts them for a long time, and that's a good investment for them. But I just recently had a potential client that saw me. They said 2 years ago, and they're right now thinking about going back to doing the project, and they have a basement that they want to have done. They want a whole main floor done. They want walls removed on the main floor. And then upstairs, they've got a huge ensuite to be done. And their budget's 150K. Hello, wake up. 150K. That's including HST. So it's not 150K. Wake up, people. A sheet of plywood now is $60. It's not $22 anymore. A 2x4 is not the price. Not the same prices anymore. So wake up. Yeah, COVID screwed some businesses, but opened some. Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of businesses that are booming, that boomed all through COVID. There's a lot of illegals that work through it, and they were very successful. And then there's other companies like me that just got screwed over, and the government is just lip service. The government is just terrible. Lots of lip service, right? But going back to this client, you know, I want work, but it's a 200 plus $1,000 project for me to make 25,000. Why? I got to make money. That's what I'm in business for. So I can't go in and do it for 150 minus HST. Can't do it. Not doable. Can't blame customers. No money to spend. Yeah, it's true, and it's because of our government, right? The government was so stupid after this COVID. They raised the interest rates, and then they ended up doing all of the stress tests for people trying to buy homes. And just they knew what they're doing. It's all a game. It's all a game. Anyone in business, we know this is a game. So, anyways, it is what it is. I don't even like talking about that crap. The politics and all that sucks. But going back to this client, they're dreaming. It's realistically, it's over a 200,000 plus HST project. So you're looking at 265, 270, and they got 150, including HST. Are you dreaming? Come on, wake up. Somebody will screw them over, and they'll take their money, and they won't get the job done. That's what will happen. And then they'll be crying, I got screwed over by a contractor. Yeah, you dummy, because it can't get done for 150K, including HST. It's over a $200,000 plus HST project, you dummy. Anyways, the old saying is that if the price or the deal is too good, it's not too good to be true. It's not true. Wake up already. That's all I can say. It's like I was looking for a new cell phone. I see all these Samsung Ultra 24s up on Kijiji, up for sale for $700-800, and it's a $2,500 cell phone. They're all scammers. They're all scammers, man. Yeah, I hear there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of scammers in my industry. It's sad, but the consumers are stupid. They just want the cheapest prices, and then they get screwed over, and then they cry. They cry wolf. You know how many times I have people on my show, oh, we should have gone with you. We got screwed over. Just keep walking. Don't waste my time and energy. Yeah, they just start the project and never finish. Well, how can they? How can they finish it? They're going in to get the deposits. They're just deposit collectors. That's what they're doing. And that's what's going to happen to this person that contacted me. They're going to get screwed. And then they're going to say, everybody's out there, all the contractors are all bad. You're all bad. Right? Meanwhile, I told her straight up, it's over a 200,000 plus HST project. And said, oh, I'll talk to my husband and get back to you. I never heard back. You know why? Because they want to spend 150, including HST. Yeah. You wait, you're going to give 90 or 100,000 out, but it ain't going to get done. And it's going to be crap work. You're not going to get quality. And at the end of the day, you'll be the one who loses. So the worst is when I'm back at shows. This show that I do is a 10-day show, and it's painful. When I've gone and saw a client, so in my industry, the way it works is I go to the show and I look for potential clients. So at the show, they'll come to my booth. They see my setup. I always have a kitchen set up, and they want to interview me, right? And so I listen and I answer the questions, and I've been around for a long time. And then I interview them, and usually they have pictures, and I can quickly give them a ballpark budget. So the ones that are the dreamers will go to another booth where they'll end up being told that $100,000 job that I told me can get done for 50,000 because it's Chinese product. Well, guess what? Good for you. You just go and get that crap. Not a problem. But the worst is when I'm at the show, when I've gone and seen clients, because once I've seen them at the show and I go and see them at their home, I can be there 2 or 3 hours with them. And then afterwards, I got to do drawings and go meet them again, and hours for a project, 100 hours easily before I have it signed. 100 hours easily and not receive 1 cent. Never mind the gas, the fuel that I'm paying, and all my time, 407 toll fees. And I understand that's part of business. But the worst thing is when they don't sign, and then I see them a year or two later, and they're crying to me. They're crying, can you help me? Ooh, can you help me? My house never got finished. The kitchen's still laying on the floor. I hear all the stories, and I just look at them and say, yeah, you know what? Looks good on you. Get lost. Not wanting to be mean, but I don't have time for those people. I want customers. I don't have time for these silly people. They got ripped off. All the best to them. Yeah, they end up spending more. The funniest thing is that I have them, well, please come help us. I said, well, how do I help you? Now I got to rip out their crap. That contractor did. I got to rip it all. Oh, no. We've got cabinets and we've got this. We want to get lost. If we're coming in, we're ripping everything out, and it's going to cost you more than it did originally. So do you got the money? They don't got the money because they already gave, 75% of that money to that corrupt contractor, right? So I got that a lot at this show. The show that I did this year, talking to people going in, telling them, and I'm talking to them, and they're telling me these crazy prices. I'm like, you're crazy. Come on. A quartz countertop for your backsplash, and that is on the average, my cost is 6,500. How can you get it for 3,000? It's impossible. You can't even buy the slabs unfabricated for 3,000. So come on, wake up already. You're going to get screwed. But they don't listen. I don't know about you, but I've never been able to go to a gas station and fill up my vehicle and not pay. I got to pay. So who pays that fuel? And fuel consumption is very high. I live north of Toronto. All my work is in GTA area, which is 45 minutes south of me. So I got to drive 45 minutes there, then go around, and then it's 45 minutes to get back. So I'm pumping out a couple $100 a day. Who pays that? So, and then workers' comp on top of it, paying a percentage, to the corrupt government. I'm sorry, but government, you're all lip service. I ended up sending emails to Trudeau, and I got stupid messages back and said, "You're going to help me out? I've been giving you guys money for over 30 years, and you guys just left me high and dry my business." The message I got back? Lip service. Is ridiculous. Just ridiculous messages back. But that's all government, right? All these presidents and Trudeau, all these people, they're all puppets. They're puppets on strings, all of them. How are you finding has all your insurance gone up on you for your vehicles, home insurance, property taxes? Everything's gone. Property tax, 500. Home insurance, 500. Business insurance actually went up substantial, almost $1,000. Great. No, not 1,000, sorry. Around 500 too. But the cost of food, going to buy food, steaks I used to get at Costco, $35, 32 to $35. They're $85, the same steaks. Are you kidding me? I'm not giving you $85. Freaking, I'll starve first. And it's all about principle. It's not about spending the money. It's principle. If you give these people the money, then well, we're getting the money. Right? We'll just keep charging that. If people would go to the gas stations and stop going to the gas stations for one day, trust me, those gas stations would drop their prices. But people don't do it. Right? But look at the gas. You can be driving down the street and the gas can be 10 cents higher down the street, or the one that you filled up. The worst is if you fill it up and you go down the street and it's 10 cents lower a liter. You don't have a house. Got a template years ago, attempted to buy an apartment, but all the property tax plus the strata fees. Well, yeah, so you have HOA fees when you're in an apartment or condo, right? Yeah, those fees, you have no control. And unless you're a member of that condo, yeah, you don't want to be a part of it. I lived in 2 condos that I actually owned. And oh my goodness, the money was not being managed properly. And the swimming pool was leaking and the roof needed to be done. And everybody got bills, a certain percentage that how they billed was per square foot. And the condo that I was living in was 5,000 square feet, 2 floors, 2,500 square feet each. Holy crap, almost fell over. 25,000 they wanted from me. And I had to pay it. I had to pay the 25,000 on top of my HOA fees. So the more things that you have in that condo, the more you're going to pay for the HOA fees. And the older the unit is, the more that you're going to buy. In the Philippines, you don't want to own a condo because they take care of them at the very beginning and then they just let them run down. So you better, if you're going to get a condo in the Philippines, you better only own it for 5 years and get out. 5 years is usually the time frame when things start to deteriorate, right? So I don't blame you. I'd back out too. I wouldn't want to be involved in any of that. Those are the only things that the foreigners can own in the Philippines is condos. Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want a condo either. Yeah, condo living is not good. But there's lots of people that love the convenience, right? That would be something like if I was always, like if you have condos have their advantages because now you have no maintenance outside, right? Yourself to do. Like I have a lot of maintenance I have to do outside, but I like doing it. So, if you watch my videos, you can see I have John Deere tractors. So I've worked hard and I've purchased, invested in the proper tools to help me do things, right? But a house is preference for me. But one of the things in the Philippines I don't like too is that the chickens and the dogs. The chickens aren't so bad. It's the dogs that get me. All the barking and the different pitches. I just can't get used to that. But driving is scary. Dogs laying right out in the middle of the freaking highway, the roads. We pay 1,400 Canadian for a one bedroom, close everything, and a living room, kitchen. Well, 1,400 Canadian is not bad. That's not too bad. So we pay 1,400 Canadian to a one bedroom, close to everything. Please have living room, kitchen. Okay, yeah. So 1,400. That's reasonable, man. My niece, she sold her home and she's renting just a small flat, which is the main floor of a house, and she's paying like almost 2,000 here. That's in Toronto. She's in Toronto, and my sister's living in a basement apartment, and I think she's paying this more than what you are. And I think it's a bachelor. I don't even think it's a one bedroom. The prices in Toronto are crazy, right? My father had 100. He has 100 chickens, so he has a chicken farm. Hey Rito, did you make sure to subscribe to my channel? I appreciate it if you do, and give me a thumbs up. Two-bedroom condo here in Vancouver, close to the SkyTrain, is 900K. They're selling 900. It's gone up 900K. That's crazy. Can you imagine? First of all, 900,000. Let's just look at 900,000. And let's just say that you're a first-time buyer. Look at the stress test that you have to go through to get approved. And what is the percentage now that you have to give down? If you didn't have, say you needed to have a mortgage. Oh my God, I don't know what a mortgage would be like. I thank God I don't have a mortgage. But I could just only imagine on 900,000, how much is it, 25 or 35% down that you have to do? And then you go through the whole stress test. And then imagine even if you put 35% down on that 900K, what your mortgage would be. Whoa. And then you have the HOK fee, the fees. Oh my goodness. Oof. Yeah, no, thank you. So condo prices here have gone up too. So Friday Harbor, if you watch my video on Friday Harbor, which is very close to here, I could have bought the same condos in there for 350,000, and now they're $1,500,000. So that would have been a good investment, but I didn't know. We don't know, right? It's 20%, but 30 years. Okay. Only it's 20%? No, really? I thought it was more than 20% for down. But then again, I haven't had a mortgage in I don't know how long. I worked so hard when I was your age. So your age, I busted my butt to make sure that I paid off the freaking mortgage. That was my prime. I did not go to a lot on vacations. I did not do a lot. The number one was to pay that mortgage off. Number one priority. Put all the money in and get it paid off. And I'm so happy that that's what I did. Being mortgage free, thank God, especially going through the pandemic. I don't know what I would have been like a lot of other people that lost their homes. Thank goodness I own everything. So many people live above their means. They gotta be like the Joneses. They gotta end up having the new fancy car, which is leased. They gotta have the new phone that's leased. Everything's leased. Like my providers always contacting me. Oh, we're getting a new phone. You're time for a new phone. You know, give it back in 2 years, but you're paying, $90 a month for 2 years. So I'm paying 2,200, 2,500. Why would I pay you guys that when I can't write it off? I'd rather buy it and be able to write it off through my business and get the HST back immediately. Yeah, dummies. I ain't paying no $2,500 for a freaking cell phone. And how many of them are buying these cell phones outright? They're not. Most of them are leasing them or financing them. Sometimes I get back if I did the right thing, not buy a house, would spend everything back home for. Oh yeah, yeah. But see, you're in a different situation than me, so I don't have you and I when it comes to that. It's a whole different situation. Yeah, but you know what? If we don't know, right? Like I just shared, Friday Harbor. If I would have known I had the money, I would have bought four, 1,500,000 for four, and they're selling now for 1,500,000. Come on, I would have made 4 million. I know that capital gains in that, but whatever. I still would have made a lot of money, even if I put them out on. This is one thing. Friday Harbor, you could rent out on the bread breakfast, whatever it is. They stopped that. They stopped that on a lot of people. So there's a lot of people with empty units now. Yeah, they stopped that because apparently people that were coming in were just coming in and partying and causing all kinds of problems. That's what I heard. I don't know 100% if that's true. But if you watch my video, Friday Harbor, it's very nice over there. Very nice. Before I went to the Philippines, and I was looking into the Philippines just as a destination to go snorkeling because of all the creatures in the ocean there is incredible that no one else has in the world. Property was selling for 60 pesos a square meter. That same property today is going over 3,000. So if I would have had hindsight, even though I didn't own the property, won't be able to own it. Can you imagine these people that bought in, right? Like the locals that are being able to sell, they're making a killing, right? Most of them got it given to them from their father and family. Chinese people buy houses here and don't leave. Yeah, yeah. Well, the Vancouver is known for that. Isn't there a lot of people from Hong Kong? Is there more Chinese there, or people from Hong Kong? And as you know, there's a lot of that going on in the Philippines, also, right? Yeah, Chinese. Yeah, yeah. Indian students. Yeah, 100%. But that's our government again. Our government again agreed, almighty dollar, that they're not controlling the people coming into the immigration, right? It's not properly controlled, and it's caused Canada on its own a lot of issues. It's really changed our country, unfortunately, to not as good as it used to be, right? So it's very, very sad, but uh, a person that's a foreigner coming in would get more assistance than I would. That's pretty sad. Yeah. When I think of all the tax dollars that I've paid over my life, and someone as a foreigner come in would get more assistance than me. Yeah, that's pretty sad. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate you coming. It was great chatting with you too. Did you subscribe to the channel? And do you have a channel yourself? God bless you too. Hope you have a great day. It is Sunday, or no, it's Saturday there still. Still Saturday because you're in Vancouver. But I hope the rain stops for you. Beautiful weather here, I got to tell you. It's just gorgeous. Blue skies, just stunning. The fall here is just amazing. The colors, incredible. Well, look who came to the live. How's Cherokee? How are you doing? Good evening to you too. Wasn't it a beautiful day today? What were you up to? You weren't working, right? Saturday, you have today off? Beautiful day. Perfect blue sky. The colors have just changed. This morning, the last couple mornings when I've got up, a lot of frost out there. So the lawn was white and the roofs are white. And yes, a great day. I had to spend the whole day cooking. It was celebration for us with my kids for Thanksgiving. So I did have the, oh, that's awesome. That's great. That is awesome. That's the way to do it. That is awesome. Happy Thanksgiving to you. What size bird did you end up cooking? I was shocked with the prices of the birds. Looking at butterballs, usually you always get butterballs. Holy crap! I had to take a second look at the prices of the butterballs. Even the fresh turkeys at Costco. You know, when do these birds have COVID issues? You got to be kidding me, right? Uh, oh, you're welcome. It sure was a beautiful day, weather-wise, for you to have this and have everyone over. So, what did you end up cooking besides the bird? Because once you put it in the oven, it's just checking it a couple times. 8K, yeah. So that's the same size that we had. Was it a butterball? So like a 16-pound bird, approximately. Are you into stuffing it and doing the gravy? And are you doing whipped potatoes? What do you end up? What was the course? You're gonna make me hungry. Uh, sign a mortgage to buy a turkey. Yeah, did you actually go out and get the turkey yourself? And did you have a second look like, okay, what? Is that really the price? Yeah, Butterball, yeah. So were you shocked when you looked at the prices? Because it's it's like you just like, okay, well, whatever. This is the size I need, and I'll buy it. And uh, do you make your own stuffing to put in it? Make my own stuffing. Made my own gravy, squash, a melody of mixed vegetables. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly pretty well what I had. Yeah, and then guess what? Pumpkins from the garden for fresh pumpkin pie, and all the pasty handmade also, all homemade, yummy, yummy. Cranberries too, yeah, yeah. So it was funny because Belinda came up for Thanksgiving, and I had talked to her about she got to chase down a wild turkey. So the drive up, I told her I was preparing her. I said we have that steel helmet, steel for chainsaw, and it has the mesh. Well, one of the videos, if you see, I had her on a jackhammer trying to jackhammer a granite stone that my dad wanted chipped away, which we couldn't get chipped away. But anyways, I told her when we go up, part of the deal for having dinner is there's lots of wild turkeys running around, and there's jacket's got to be zipped up, and I'll put gloves on, and she's got to have the hood up and have the helmet on, and then when she got to go run to get that turkey, she got to actually make sure that she grabs the legs because it will try to fight her. And then I said, you got to have one hand on the legs and one hand on a second, and then jump on his back because his wings are going to be going down and you're going to try to fly away. And then I said, just break his neck. You had apple pie and blueberry pie, vanilla frozen yogurt. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. That sounds yummy. Now, is that homemade or is that store bought? I know the yogurt would likely be store bought, but is that a homemade apple pie and blueberry? For some reason, for both apple pie and blueberry pie, I prefer them chilled afterwards. That's my preference. And actually, even uh, so, a turkey, I like the dark meat, not too much about the breasts. But I love end up having the next day. You know what I'm talking about? What do you have the next day after having your turkey? Donald, it all sounds so yummy. Yeah, hey, Donald? Especially when you've been in the Philippines, right? You don't get any of that stuff. It sounds really yummy, right? And that sloppy Joe afterwards. Oh, yeah. Having that sloppy Joe. Oh, that's the way to go. Sloppy Joe is the best the next day. No homemade pie, bakery, the bakery bought. Okay. Well, as long as you got it from a good bakery, right? But homemade is the best. Donald missed the food back home for sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think every foreigner does. right? So I got to tease you guys. Well, tease you, Donald. Hold on for a second. I'll be right back, Donald. Hey, Donald, what do you think? Huh? What do you think, Donald? Huh? What do you think of that? Would you like that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on over. I'll cook you a couple slabs, man.
Barbecue.
What's that?
Barbecue.
Did that make you drool? Donald, are you picking up the drool right now? Huh? Are you picking the drool up right now, Donald? uh, I think your girl is going to get some work soon. Hey, come on over, man. Got lots for you. Come on. Come on. How's Bella feeling? She's getting better. She has her moments. She's not coughing as much right now, which is a bonus. And yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? I went out getting all the supplies. So guess what she's taking now? Buckley's. Oh yeah, you know what Buckley's is, right? Oh yeah. We went out for a nice walk, gorgeous day. Then we came back and she's like, she wanted to have a drink of water. I said, no, 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 no. Buckley's. And she took the Buckley's and she really hasn't had a real coughing spell, which is good. It's nothing worse when you have that dry cough because it hurts your throat, right? And affects your chest. So she's doing a lot better. Thank you for asking. She ate well today. So I ended up yesterday, I had cooked one of our last slabs of salmon that we had caught when we went out on the charter. It was a big slab, well, that thick, huge slab. So we ate that yesterday and always end up having cucumber and baby carrots and sweet bell peppers. And then we'll have the uh, salmon with some rice because, for her, rice is life. So she's eating well. Today she ate a lot better. I made her English muffin with an egg. She only nibbled a little bit of it. So I ate the rest of that. Lemon tea, ginger. Yeah, yeah, 100%. So she's all everything. She's getting everything right. I've got her on green tea, right? But her cough, that Buckley's helps a lot. But yeah, the lemon tea, the ginger. We have the ginger. So a couple days ago, Belinda ended up making pork adobo. So in the pork adobo, she puts the ginger. So yeah, it always sucks when you end up getting coughs, the dry coughs, and the chest congestion. No fun whatsoever. Supposed to be nice for the next 3-4 days, Jerky? Supposed to be gorgeous weather. So, Donald, what was for breakfast? What'd you make breakfast today? I didn't smell any bacon. No bacon. I didn't smell it. I bought some maple syrup bacon, Canadian maple syrup bacon. Oh my good. The house smelled like maple syrup for 3 days after cooking it. And actually, that reminds me, I got to actually take a package out. So then pause. Jericho, I forgot when you're leaving soon. We'll be leaving soon. So, Donald, I just got the bacon out. That's Canadian maple syrup bacon. Yummy. You know, Jericho, you likely had it yourself. You know how good it is. And it just smells your whole house up. You know, it's awesome. Have a tomato and bacon bagel. So you have a bagel with the tomato and bacon. Oh, that is so delicious. Or if you really want to do it, overdo it, have the English muffin or a bagel and have a fried egg and have the bacon. Oh my goodness, is that ever delicious? So, Donald, we had French toast this morning. Awesome. That's good. What do you do for the syrup, Donald? Because I know that we had issues with getting like Aunt Jemima or any really good syrup. So, what do you do for your syrup? Donald, I don't remember the name brand right now, but it's at the local grocery. Very good. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. It's good that it's half decent maple syrup. Cherokee, stop. You're making me hungry. Come on, man. You ended up having turkey. Did you have a nap after the turkey? It's funny how after having a big turkey dinner, we all seem to want to have a nap afterwards, right? But that next day, having the mashed potatoes and the turkey leftovers, it's always amazing. And having that sloppy Joe, oh my goodness, have that. Oh, it's so simple to do with a piece of bread and put the turkey on it and put some gravy over it, and you're good to go. It is yummy. Cherokee, that's funny. Yeah. Clean up time. Yeah, well, no, you got to get stuff cleaned up, no nap. Yeah. Well, there's always lots of dishes, that's for sure. That's why everybody's got to help, man. Very important. Everybody helps. So much easier to get everything taken care of that way. Don't say, "Oh no, no, it's all right. I'll take care of it." No, help, help, help. My mom, she's like, "No, just leave everything, David. Leave it all. Tomorrow I'll take care." I said, "No, mom, I'm not doing that," because I had Thanksgiving at my parents. I'm like, "I'm not doing that, mom." So I just got everything all put away, so she didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. Jericho, did you hear about that kidnapping in the Philippines? I think that's where you're going to visit, eh? In the same area. So be careful. We don't want to see you on the news.
He's kidnapped. No, it's scared kidnap yet.
Uh, is the Philippines having a brownout or what? I don't have any of my Filipino friends coming to visit. So you found out the price for flying Manila to Canadian one-way plane tickets. What was that? So found out a price to fly from Manila to Naga, 150 Canadian one-way plane ticket. Yeah, well, that's about what I'm paying from Manila to Dumaguete, and I'm paying for two. For two. So you're getting off. You're paying half price. um, did you end up getting your price costing yet for your insurance? You sent an email to that person that you gave me, and they're back next week, Tuesday. And that, oh, okay. Okay. She seems to be away a lot for whatever reason. Even when I'm doing stuff, she's always away. I don't know why. Because when you talk to her on the phone, she sounds very young. I think she's in Nova Scotia. She sounds young, but she's always away. I missed one there. Dab. Oh, I saw Dev. Sorry, but I had something come up. Great live. Thanks a lot, Dev. No worries. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Thanks for coming back. I'll be watching your live later and really enjoy your videos. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate that. You know, people don't realize it's a lot of work to put a video together. The editing, especially when you're a newbie, I'm learning. Today I was using the 360 X4, the Insta 360 X4. I was using that today. And I went out and did some stuff. Oh my goodness. The editing using this software is a lot of editing, guys. And it's not just editing, you got to put in all these codes and stuff. And I don't know, man. I'm not sure about that. There's some cool stuff that you can do with this camera. But yeah, I spent likely about 3 to 4 hours and I only got like a 12-minute video done. And that's up and coming. And then we went for a walk, and I used the DJI Pocket 3, and I got amazing stuff, and it was easy. It was very easy to edit. So I've got some incredible video I will be putting all together. So I got that 360 done, and I have the DJI Pocket 3 to put in all the videos and get everything put together. But it's mainly sharing the gorgeous weather today and the beautiful colors of fall here, because I won't be getting to see much more of this. A lot of leaves are already falling down on the grass too. But unfortunately, I will not be here to pick them up. Mother Nature will have to do her job. I have a very nice neighbor that helps out, and he always blows a lot of the major ones off of my property, so that's very helpful. But because of my flower gardens and that, when I come back in the springtime, I have to use the big powerful steel one that I have. It's a big power pack, and it'll blow the wet Kleenex off of the pavement type of thing. I'll be back. Have to answer a phone. No problem. No problem, Jerky. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it. So yeah, so I have a real nice steel power pack, and it's got a lot of power. So if you don't get those leaves off your lawn, it just kills your lawn. Since I've been going to the Philippines now, my lawn it's looking 50% less health than before, because I'd be taking care of all my leaves right into November. And then in either late October or early November, depending on the weather, I would end up doing some food for it. And then first thing in the spring, I would be right out there quickly in January. We start to melt, and I'd be getting all those leaves off the grass, because once the leaves are on the grass, it kills that grass. It leaves a spot, and it's just dirt. And it takes for a long time, so you get patchy lawn. So once it gets mild, then I'd be quickly putting fertilizer on it again. Well, I'm not here to do any of that stuff, so my lawn is really being affected. It's not near as nice as it used to be, that's for sure. So once I get back, everything's usually covered with snow. And then when the snow comes off, all I see is all these leaves that have deteriorating, and they're killing the grass. So I got to go around with the power pack. Well, you can watch those videos. We were doing it when we came back, having to do all the yard work to clean stuff up. I don't have much yard work to do now, but I gotta stick in my fiberglass poles around my driveway. So I use those for when I'm doing the snow blowing with Big Johnny. That 3046 John Deere is an amazing tractor. I love it. Got nice big snow plow on it. I've got the back box scraper, and inside air seat and music inside and heat and air conditioning, you know. I could be in there all day. It's all diesel, of course. Great tractor. But yeah, I put buy the fiberglass poles from the dollar store, and what I do is I put them around the perimeter of the driveway, so I know where the actual driveway is. Because if we get some bad weather, if it's a real bad snowstorm, and I'm out there cleaning, at least I know where the driveway really is. So that's on my list of things to do. The list is getting lower. I was shocked getting going in and getting some different medicines for headache and cough and sickness. The prices that everything has gone up. Everything has just gone up crazy. So, Donald, do you have any plans for dinner today? Who made the French toast? Were you the cook, or was your girlfriend the cook? My girlfriend cooks for me. She's a very good cook too. Not sure for dinner tonight yet. Had a roasted chicken off the grill last night with stuffing and sweet peas. Nice. That's awesome. Happy for you. That's great. So did you guys end up doing the chicken yourself, or did you buy one of the chickens that are already on the rotisserie? Boy, sweet peas, eh? Where'd you get the sweet peas from? And were they sweet? Were they in the pod? So you had to take them out of the pod? Is your girlfriend growing anything? Or are you guys buying everything? Are you growing any vegetables? We normally buy a frozen chicken from the grocery, season it up, and grill it. And the peas were canned, not as sweet as the little harder. Yeah, yeah. Because so Hypermart, when we've gone to Hypermart, I've bought what they call sweet peas. So I tried it. Yeah, they weren't sweet. Uh, did you ever go to Hypermart shopping? Do you guys have a Hypermart there? We grow tomatoes and some chili peppers and those little lemon type fruit. Oh, okay. The what's that thing? What's the kamatis? What is that? Tomato? What is that?
Tomato,
Huh?
potato,
Huh?
potato fries,
No, no, no. The
kamatis.
kamatis.
Yeah.
Kamatis. Yeah, kamatis. Yeah, the smaller ones. How's their sorry store doing? Does she get many of the locals coming, or is it other people competing? Definitely went to Hypermart. I can get a lot of stuff local, lots of comparison competition for the store. She has got one of her nieces to help out. Okay, yeah, there's a as soon as there's one store that opens, and if people see that they're getting any customers, somebody open up a store, and then somebody open up a store, and that's just how it is in the Philippines, right? That's why having any type of business in the Philippines, it's very tough, right? Unless you're a big corporation, like those big hardware stores, and then they even have a lot of competition, right? So you have to have product that is unique, right? Unique than other ones, right? Yeah, Hypermart, they have a lot of product in there. Just besides food, they have all kinds of stuff in there for sale. I'm looking at a video right now that we're in that Hypermart shopping. So is the store attached to the house? Because most people have the sorry stores right attached to the house, or is it totally separated? Attached to the boarding house, store in front, rooms behind. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. That's the best way to have it. So the boarding house, how many are in the boarding house? Still nice there this morning, Donald? Nice and sunny still? Is it getting warm yet? Because it's 9:27 in the morning there. Usually starts getting warm. 5 units, two small rooms, two mid-size, one large. Doesn't bring in a lot, but it helps getting warm for sure. Yeah. Well, that's good though. That's it's income coming in, right? That's good. Good to have that, even though it's smaller amount. It's still good. Is there a lot of turnover? Because that would be where it's a real pain if there's a lot of turnover. 'Not a lot of turnover, mostly students from a nearby college. Some stay long for a long time, a few come and go. Lots of poor people struggling. Oh, yeah, that's sad. A lot of people struggling here too, Donald. The because of what's going on with that pandemic's affected everybody. It's really affected us here. It's amazing the damage that it's done, and still keeps going. The food banks here have never seen. This is a record for them ever seeing the people that are actually coming in trying to get food, and there's hardly no food available. There's a huge shortage, but they have people coming in that they've never seen before, and those are all baby boomers from Canada, baby boomers like my age, because they've lost everything, and now they've have to crawl in to try to get free food, get stamps. It's disgusting. Our government is disgusting. It's just disgusting. It really is. Earlier, I was mentioning that if you're a foreigner coming into Canada, you get more assistance than you do if you're a Canadian. It's just terrible. You imagine these people that have lost everything because through the COVID, so many people lost everything. They lost their jobs, they lost their homes, they lost their cars. They have no way of working. They're never going to get another job. They're not getting any POGI, right? So they're not getting anything, no money coming in, and they're just trying to survive. And they going to the food banks to try to get money, and they're living on the streets. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It makes me sick. It really does. I don't know how it is in the US. I'm sure it's very similar, but here in Canada, it is absolutely disgusting. Our government, you know what? There's something wrong. There really is something seriously wrong. Okay, Donald, I'm going to be ending my live. Say hi to your girlfriend. I hope you guys have a great day at that drumming competition parade. And enjoy your day. And see you soon. Bye for now. Thank you for everyone coming to my live. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Donald. I appreciate you supporting my channel.